Welcome to my channel. My name is Kilian or Kilian Trades, and this is my story how I went from zero to over $10 million at 22 years old. Most important thing, this isn't about how great I am, look what I have achieved. Well, kind of, but I really want to show you how my actual journey looked like. So let's go inside. We're from the mansion, some cars in the background, and let's start. So we are here in my backyard, and before you click away because you hear the word crypto, stay with me for a second, because this is not a crypto hype story. This is the story of how crypto almost destroyed me at 14 and how trading saved my life. I lost almost everything before I understood what I was doing. Years later, I rebuilt everything through trading long before I showed my face online. If you want to learn how trading really works without hype or without gambling, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss what's coming next. So let me show you how it really happened. What you see here is the end result, but the part that matters is what happened long before this. The mistakes, the pressure, the moments where quitting would have been easier than continuing. If you don't know me, my name is Kilian. I'm 22 years old, originally from Vienna, the capital city of Austria. I didn't grow up rich, no trust fund, no safety net. What I always had was a deep desire for freedom. I knew early on that I didn't want a normal life, a normal job or financial limits. That feeling never left me. And if you don't have that feeling inside you, trading will be extremely hard for you. I entered crypto in 2017 while I was still in school. Back then, I knew nothing about the markets, nothing about charts or risk management. I discovered Bitcoin through documentaries and primarily YouTube. People were calling the crypto market the future, once in a lifetime opportunities. So I did what most beginners do. I bought, I held, and I hoped that I will become rich. And for a while it worked. Bitcoin went from around $1,200 to almost $20,000. For a 14-year-old, that felt unreal. And that was the most dangerous part, because I thought I was smart. I invested early and I made a lot of money for my age back then. I thought I figured out, but I hadn't. When the markets crashed, I had no plan, no exits, no risk management. I remember sitting in my room, staring at my screen, feeling sick, having like a bad feeling in my stomach, but I couldn't do anything about it because I was lost. Not just because I was losing money, but because I realized I had no idea what I was actually doing. Day after day, my profits disappeared and over 80% drawdown. That feeling stays with you. And then something important happened. While I was losing money, I saw people online making money with crypto, and not by holding, not by hoping like I did, but by crypto trading, by trading the markets. That was the moment everything clicked. Crypto didn't fail me, my lack of skill did. Simply buying coins is not a skill at all. Anyone can do that. Trading is the real skill. Timing, risk management, knowing when to get out. People who only do crypto usually use when the markets turn, and they always do. Nothing goes up forever. The correction is always coming. People who can trade can survive and win in any market. Doesn't matter, forex, crypto, stocks, it's irrelevant. That realization hurt, but it saved me. I didn't quit. I accepted that the losses were my fault. And that's self-accountability I learned early on. And that gave me control. And then I started studying the markets seriously. Charts, market structure, risk management. I worked side jobs, saved every dollar, and sacrificed everything social. No parties, no shortcuts, no drugs. And I can tell you there were moments where I was exhausted, frustrated, and honestly doubting myself. But the fear of staying average was way stronger than the fear of failing. I worked relentlessly because I knew exactly what I wanted. Trading changed everything for me. It taught me discipline, patience, and control over myself, over my mind. Trading is not about being right every day. You can be. It's about staying alive long enough to win. That's the most important thing. You need to stay alive in trading, and then you will be successful. And that's the difference between gamblers and professionals. When 2020 came and the markets collapsed, after COVID, I was ready. While most people were scared, I was prepared. I went all in when it made sense, when the prices were cheap, not emotionally, but with structure. And that market cycle changed my entire life. For the first time, everything I had learned came together. I made my first million quietly. And back then I had no audience, no social media brand. The results came first and the attention came later. And that's what makes my story completely different. And then in 2022, when all the markets crashed, crypto, stocks, when the fear peaked and almost everyone had given up on crypto, I did the opposite. After the exchange FTX collapsed and Bitcoin dropped to around $60,500, I publicly called the market bottom on YouTube in my first video ever in front of the camera. I recorded the video, 3 charts that will open your eyes. And that's a video series of myself where I always predicted the markets correctly. And in that video, I explained exactly why that level marked a major turning point. I stated all the facts, why I will enter the market right now and why the next bull market is going to start now. And that call was spot on and truly legendary. Not because I was lucky, but because I understood market cycles and structure. And that was the moment I knew it was time to start teaching. In the German market, I built my education under the name Crypto Masterclass. For the international market, this framework is called the Market Cycle Masterclass. Because what I teach is not hype, not coins, but how markets move through cycles and how traders survive them. Today, I've worked with thousands of traders and investors, but this channel is not about me, it's about showing you how trading really works without hype and without illusions. If you stay, I will show you exactly how traders survive cycles and win. Subscribe to this channel if you want to learn how trading actually works. And if you want a structured introduction, check out my free video course below, link in the bio. And I can tell you, this is just the beginning.